What's going on YouTube world? Austin Zabak here, and in this video I'm going to talk about the 5 main things that I use in my wholesaling business, and I run a massively successful wholesaling operation here in Arizona and abroad. The first, well, actually I'll take a step back. In this video I'm going to talk about 5 things, but I'm actually going to give you 10. So for every different category of a system or process that I use, I'm going to give you 2 options, okay? In all of these different categories, I've used both options, and I'll kind of explain the differences to the best of my ability. So the first one, guys, is obviously pulling data, right? Where are you pulling data from? The 2 main things that I've found so far in the wholesaling business that I pull all my data from are ListSource or Rebo Gateway. Okay, they're both really good. I believe if you go check, I'll put the links in the description down below, but I don't have any like discount codes or anything like that, and I don't make any money. I'll just give you the links to give you easier access, okay? So ListSource or Rebo Gateway, I've found in the past that ListSource and Rebo Gateway, they both pretty much have everything, so you can use one or the other. I think Rebo Gateway has a couple of things that ListSource might not. So check it out. And again, it depends on what market you're in, which one might work better for you, right? If you're trying to pull tax delinquents or code violations or some super niche list, then one may or may not work for you. Just go ahead and obviously check it out. Click the links in the description down below. Again, I don't get any sort of money or anything like that from giving you guys that link. Okay guys, second category is obviously skip tracing the lists that you just pulled, right? So you just pulled a bunch of lists from either ListSource or Rebo Gateway. Now you need to skip trace it, you need to get phone numbers, and you want to probably give them a call, or you want to direct mail, send direct mail to them, right? So REI skip is pretty good. I've also used Data Finder. There's definitely a lot of other ones out there. For me, Data Finder is way cheaper than REI skip, okay? For me, Data Finder ends up actually working out to like 3 to 5 cents per lead, and I think REI is like 22 cents per lead. Don't quote me on that. I think, to be completely transparent with you, the reason that Data Finder is so cheap for me is because we have a commercial account. If you guys don't know, my business partner is Cody Sperber, and we actually own the wholesaling business together, and I think that's the reason that we get such a cheap price with Data Finder. So go check it out. Again, the links are in the description down below, but again, I do believe that that's the reason I get that one so much cheaper. Guys, moving on to number 3. Okay, if you're gonna make a bunch of cold calls, you need some sort of calling system. I highly recommend you don't use Google Voice. I know for the longest time, everyone's like, yeah, use Google Voice, it's free. Google Voice is fine. The challenge with Google Voice is when somebody calls into you, it's like this woman that says, Google Voice, press whatever, speak your name to get through, pass through on the phone call, right? Instantly for me, it raises a red flag. I know that it sounds a little bit odd. And if you have $20 or $30 a month, you can do one of 2 things. You can either use CallRail or Better Voice, okay? I've used both. In my opinion, CallRail is a little bit cleaner looking, right? It's a little bit more user-friendly on the back end. Better Voice is also really good. There's a lot of different colors going on, and to me, it's not as clean looking, but in all honesty, I think they both work out to about the same price, and I think they're both a really good calling system. Now, why would you need a bunch of different caller IDs? The reason why is if you're doing like direct mail, maybe you have bandit signs, maybe you're outbound doing outbound phone calls, right? Or maybe you have you're doing ringless voicemail drops and you have people calling into you. You want to be able to track where those leads are coming from, depending on what lead sources you're basically what marketing you're putting out, right? So if you do bandit signs and you do ringless voicemail drops and then you went out door knocking, you want to be able to track your KPIs and know exactly where the calls are coming from per phone number, right? So you want to have multiple different caller IDs, and you can do that through these systems. I think Google Voice only allows you to have one. So definitely check these out. Again, I'm going to put them in the description down below. I don't have any deal with them, but it'll help you get there faster. Okay guys, you're gonna need a CRM, right, to keep track of everything. So, Deal Automator is what we're currently using right now. Deal Automator is what you get if you're actually a Clever Investor student. If you know who my business partner is Cody Sperber. Deal Automator is great, okay? It's phenomenal, and it works, and it does everything that we need it to do. You can actually do a lot of other things through Deal Automator too, so definitely go check that out. I can talk to Cody too. You can shoot me a DM on Instagram. There might be some way we can work that out. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that whatsoever. I will put the link in the description description down below. Podio is another good one though, in case Deal Automator doesn't work out for you. I know a lot of wholesalers that do use Podio. You can do a lot of cool custom build outs with Podio. I even know guys that do offer Podio already pre-built out. So you can definitely do your research on that. You could probably find something on like Bigger Pockets or something like that. But you do need a CRM to keep track of everything. You definitely want to make sure that leads are not falling through the cracks. Okay, the biggest thing that I see in the wholesaling business is that you drive all these leads, you spend all these marketing dollars, and you put forth all this effort, and leads fall through the cracks because you're not following up. You forget altogether. You're forgetting appointments. You're late to appointments, whatever the case is, or you have multiple people on your team, and you need to be able to assign tasks to different people and make sure different people are doing their job and they're doing their job on time. And again, no leads ever fall through the cracks. So again, all 4 of the things that I've listed so far are highly important to run a successful wholesaling business. Now, moving on to number 5. All right, guys, so number 5, if you're going to do cold calling, any way, shape, or form, if you're not, number 5 is not going to apply to you, but I would stay till the end of the video because you're probably going to do this in the future. So if you've done 1 through 4, most likely you're going to do some sort of cold calling. Now, whether it's you that's cold calling, or whether it's a VA, okay, a virtual assistant in the Philippines, or whether you've actually hired somebody physically in your office to do the cold calling for you, regardless, you're going to need some sort of calling software. So I used to use Mojo a lot. I know a lot of guys that use Mojo. Mojo is actually designed, don't quote me on this, but I believe it's designed for real estate agents. I do know a lot of wholesalers that use Mojo. Okay, you don't have to be a real estate agent to use Mojo. What's cool about Mojo is they give you 2 different options. Option number 1, single line dialer, okay, meaning that you're dialing, you have a headset on, but it only dials 1 phone number at a time. As soon as you hang up the call or somebody doesn't answer, auto dials the next phone number. They also give you a second option with Mojo where you can actually be on a triple line dialer. Okay, now basically all triple line dialer means is that at any given time when you're hooked up to the dialer is actually dialing 3 phone numbers at one given time. Okay, now you might ask yourself, what happens if 2 people pick up at the same time simultaneously? Technically speaking, one person picked up a millisecond before the other one. The system knows which one picked up the millisecond before the other one, and it drops a quick little 5-second voicemail to them, basically saying something along the lines of, which by the way you record so it sounds all real, that like, hey, sorry, I can't hear you, let me call you right back. I think we have a bad connection, okay? And then you talk to the first person that picked up. Instantly when you're done talking to that person, it auto dials the next person that had picked up simultaneously 1 millisecond after. Now, when you call them, you're just like, hey, sorry, we had a bad establishment or a bad connection on the last call, and it sounds like nothing ever happened, okay? And again, now you're dialing 2 more phone numbers on top of that one at any given time. So you're able to dial a lot more phone numbers a lot faster. Now, again, this is good for guys that are dialing 50 or 100,000 phone numbers per week or per month because the amount of volume you're doing is absolutely insane. We just started using Zincall. I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not like an expert with Zincall yet, okay? According to a lot of people in the industry, people are saying that Zincall is a good software. So we decided to try it out. To my knowledge, it's only a single line dialer, okay? I haven't figured out yet, maybe it's a double, maybe it's a triple, but to my current knowledge, it's a single line dialer. And it is a bit complicated on the back end, but so is Mojo. So again, what I encourage you guys to do is go check out Mojo, go check out Zincall, see which one works best for you, and go ahead and purchase that software if you're going to be doing outbound phone calls. Figure out which one seems to be, like, I guess, more user-friendly on the back end, and go with that one. Now again, guys, to kind of wrap up this video, the reason that I gave you 2 different options per category is because I don't have affiliate links with any of these companies, and I in no way, shape, or form care what you go with. I just wanted to make an informational video and obviously put the links in the description in case you couldn't understand me for whatever reason, and also to make it easier for you just to click that link and go to their website and figure out what makes the most sense for you and your wholesaling business. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more videos like this, drop in the comment section down below. Let me know what you'd like to see in a future video. I would love to make anything and everything that you guys want to see. Also, if you have not subscribed, make sure you smash that subscribe button and hit that notification bell, smash that thumbs up, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.